Welcome everyone back to weekly weather updates, and in today's video we're going to have a look at the latest from the live radar. We'll also have a look at the UK Met Office run, have a look at the 5-day precipitation and temperature, as we do have warmer conditions coming up over the next few days. Temperatures generally rising, but we also have unsettled conditions with a lot of showers around, thunderstorms like these thunderstorms we're seeing at the moment spreading eastwards, and we'll have a look at that in a minute on the live radar. And then in the second half of the video we'll have a look at the mid to long range, look at the GFS, GM, ECMWF and their ensembles. And it looks like we could be seeing a little bit of early summer-like weather, potentially temperatures getting warm, maybe very warm, and some runs are even getting very hot in towards that 30-degree mark, potentially for the middle third of May. So we'll have a look at that in detail. I do not want to overhype it at this stage because it's very possible it doesn't come off, but the models and the ensembles are very much pretty adamant now on it being well above average. And if we do see drier conditions, sunny conditions coincide, I wouldn't be surprised to see high 20s, low 30s potentially over the next week or two. So remember, if you enjoy my videos, make sure you like and subscribe, and remember to follow me on Twitter as well, the link's in the description. So to start on the live radar, you can see we do have a thunderstorm outbreak. First proper storm outbreak we've had for the season, really. It's been pretty poor, sort of a convective season, because generally in spring, especially mid to late spring, we do get a lot of convective showers, but still cold upper air conditions, more moisture in the air. With warmer air masses mixing with those colder conditions, spinning up low pressure systems, but not only that, but with increased cape from the warmer air, and of course different temperatures aloft, we can get more convection, and then of course sun strength increasing, sparking off these showers. So sort of spring conditions are perfect for convection, but we haven't seen anything too crazy, and that's because we've seen a lot of high pressure around. Now you can see across Europe we've had a lot of showers and storms about, but we've got to concentrate on the ones in the UK, and you can see this band of unsettled stormy conditions moving eastwards, and you can see generally it is an area of heavy to torrential rain with embedded thunderstorms within it. You can see these storms heading through Southend, Gillingham at the moment, through southern parts of London, and will be spreading into Kent, through Essex, East Anglia over the coming hours, and we've seen some isolated heavy showers and a few thunderstorm cells through the northeast as well. Of course, they formed through the northwest into the Midlands and parts of Birmingham as well down there, and they've progressed eastwards and intensified as well. So some areas have seen quite a lot of rain today, areas that haven't seen any rain at all really over the last week or two. So it is good, some areas seeing some rain. But again, these torrential bands are only impacting, or these torrential cells really only impacting small areas. The broader area of rain not being too crazy. But yeah, bit of rain for quite a few. Behind it though, it is much drier. And yeah, temperatures are not too bad today if we do have a look at them there. Will of course be cool under the precipitation where we've had those heavier showers and storms to the north and east of London. You can see more blues mixing in, but behind it towards Oxfordshire, down into central southern England near Southampton, it's been pretty warm, getting up into the high teens, and similar conditions further northwards, more yellows mixing in where we've had less showers. And Ireland's been not too bad either, especially further eastwards you go. So temperature's not amazing today, but they've been alright where we have avoided those showers and those storms. Again, the storms often nothing too crazy, but compared to what we had recently, they are pretty lively, I must say so myself. But again, there haven't been any crazy outbreaks. Yes, loads of lightning strikes within the cells and widespread torrential rain, but they're nothing too unusual really for this time of year. It's just we haven't seen a lot so far this convective season. We are going to continue to see showers over the coming days, so if we do have a look at the UKMO Operational Run, see what the shower potential is. You can see earlier this morning we did have a persistent band of rain clear through, and as that did, behind it with a little clearer skies, we saw these convective showers and storms break out, and you can see as they spread eastwards over the course of this evening and fizzle out. Clearer skies, potentially for some, before more cloud will come in by tomorrow, with heavier rain pushing into parts of western Scotland. That will continue through Thursday evening, heavy precipitation moving through, slowly progressing eastwards, and will clear central England through Friday night. It could be quite a soggy Friday rush hour through these areas into the evening, and by Saturday, not too bad, a drier day as high pressure finally is trying to build in. You can see weather front still in the east under these clouds, but they're reducing in intensity, and a little bit of heavier rain through the central areas. But if we look at the pressure, you can see high pressure is building in. That precipitation is just thicker cloud, so hopefully it does fizzle away very quickly, but it is generally turning drier and warmer, with those upper air temperatures increasing. You see getting towards 3-4 degrees at 850 HPA. And again, if we have a look at the 2 meter temperatures, you can see this afternoon, not too great, but not too bad. 16-17 degrees where we avoid the showers and the storms, but elsewhere 12 to 14 degrees. Tomorrow we're going to be seeing temperatures potentially rise a little bit higher, more widely towards 18, 19, 20 degrees possible, with more sunshine around. Further northwards and westwards we have more precipitation around. You see those temperatures dropping, not getting as high, more in around that sort of 8 to 10 degree mark across parts of western Scotland. So if you do clear through Thursday evening into Friday, we're going to see those temperatures rise once again in eastern areas. 18, 19 degrees, thicker cloud further westwards, holding those temperatures down a bit. And that continues into Saturday, wide spread again, 15 to 20 degrees, not too bad, around or above average for some. And then Sunday, again, not too bad, 17 to 19 degrees. So much warmer than we've had recently, where highs have been more around 12 to 14 degrees. But it's beyond that as we head into next week and the next following weekend. That's when we could really see temperatures really ramp up, as we'll see now with the mid to longer range. So if we do have a look at the latest from the GFS, GM and ECMWF and see how they do compare, if we do have a look at the GFS first of all, you can see high pressure building in, but not fully over the top of the UK, not until at least the weekend, and that's why we're seeing showers still active over the coming days and some persistent bands of rain as well. Beyond that, into the middle of next week, low pressure tries to win out, but what it does, pushes high pressure eastwards, pulls up southerly winds. Now this GFS run goes really hot, I must say so myself, and at day 10, proper south to southeasterly wind, really hot. And you can see little low pressure systems there coming up from the Bay of Biscay, little upper troughs, and that could spark some intense, and I mean intense, thunderstorms of these upper air temperatures we'll see in a minute. And beyond that, right to the end of the run, high pressure continues building in with warm upper air conditions. Now this is all happening around day 8. Beyond that, so we do have to take it with a pinch of salt, but we're seeing a consistent signal, and we're seeing it from the GM and the ECMWF, as I'll show you in a minute. So you can see the upper air temperatures aren't too crazy, but generally decent, getting up towards high teens, maybe low 20s. But as I said, it's as we head towards that sort of day 8, day 9, day 10, southerly winds start to build, that get that 10 degree isotherm through the whole country, potentially get that 15 degree isotherm up for next weekend, potentially really hot indeed. Insanely hot would be that. We'll be seeing with that temperatures getting up into the mid to high 20s, if not maybe even 30 degrees. And if we look at the temperature deviation for that, you can see sort of 8 to 10 degrees, if not getting up towards 12 degrees above average. Insanely hot for this time of year. And again, if we go have a look at the 2 meter temperatures, have a look at the United Kingdom look, go by middle of the afternoon, 25 degrees quite widely, getting up towards 27, if not higher than that. Remember, this is midday, 29 degrees there, and you can see by 3 p.m, 28, 29 degrees, really hot there. So yeah, 30 degrees possible on this run, but widely low to mid 20s, so really warm, if not hot conditions for the middle of May. So do have a look at the GM, see how that does compare. Again, high pressure building in, low pressure pushing it away temporarily by the middle of next week, so unsettled, but high pressure builds back in for the following weekend. And if we look at the upper air temperatures, southerly winds are starting to come in. Yes, it's not amazingly hot yet, but that real hot band is just to our south across parts of central France and would be pushing in very shortly because of that temperature deviation. Warm 4 to 6 degrees, maybe even 8 degrees in a few spots, or even 10 degrees above average across parts of central southern Europe, and that would be pushing towards the UK if we did run it on another day or two. So interesting. Again, GEM showing a very similar pattern at day 10. So do have a look at the ECMWF, see how that does compare. Again, high pressure building in over the coming days, and eventually low pressure tries to win through middle of next week, so it could be going a little bit unsettled again next week, but still quite warm in the south. High pressure builds in over the top and to our east, and we do start to pull up southerly winds. Again, not quite getting the hottest air in yet, but getting that 15-degree isotherm through very close by, and the 10-degree isotherm in close by as well. So it would be going very hot there. And again, we have a look at the temperature deviation, getting up towards 10 to 12 degrees above average. Insanely hot just to our south. And coming in for a lot of the UK, maybe not quite as sustained as the GFS, but nonetheless, a proper Spanish plume, a proper hot blast of air. So ECMWF and GM both going for that southerly wind at their sort of day 8 to day 10 time frame. Again, it is longer range, but is consistency, and that's the only thing we can hope for at that sort of time frame. If we do have a look at the ensembles, they really do back it up as well. Now, the GFS ensembles haven't fully come out yet. The 12Z I go out to about day 12, day 13, so it's pretty far in the future. Beyond that is very uncertain, and you can see they are hot, above average for the next 4 or 5 days, and then get well above average, 5+ degrees above average, all the way to around the 17th of May. And you can see the operational run there, that was insanely hot, is yes, one of the warmer runs, but by no means is an outlier. Quite a few of the ensemble members are getting towards that 10+ degree line at 850 HPA. Even the average is getting up towards 8 or 9 degrees, getting temperatures into the mid-20s, if not high 20s, if we get above that 10-degree line towards that 15-degree isotherm. Turning drier, not completely dry, so yes, there will be some precipitation around, and of course these will probably sharpen up a little bit more when we have more of an idea on convective potential, because by no means is this going to be completely dry. There will be probably storms around, because yes, it is a southerly wind, but we saw there was little low pressure upper troughs in that, especially in the GFS, so there would be thunderstorms around, and we'd have to look at that nearer the time. But yeah, very warm and dry. If you look at the 2-meter temperature, you can see the average of the daytime temperatures getting up towards 21, 22, 23 degrees, and some of the ensemble members getting up towards that 25, 26, 27 degree range. And of course, it's these ensembles, they're low resolution and most likely will be a degree or two higher than that in peak spots. So high 20s is not out of the picture, but most likely we'll be seeing temperatures at least 23 to 25 degrees and widely around 20 degrees plus. So warm, if not hot, for this time of year. And you can see the lows potentially not even getting much below 15 degrees, very warm indeed. And look at that sea level pressure, yes, dropping potentially in around that 11th to the 13th of May, but rising once again beyond that with that hotter plume coming up from the south. Again, also look at dew points. You can see very warm, getting up towards 10 degrees. So again, another sign that it is a warm air mass. And if we do have a look at the ECMWF ensembles, just to back it up, and you can see they are very hot. Again, they've got more ensembles, so you'd expect some cooler runs, and there are some cooler runs, and the extreme of those colder runs are around or just below average. So pretty much all ensemble members are going for above average conditions, and quite a few, maybe half, are going for 10+ degree isotherm. Some insanely hot, getting up towards the 20 degree line at the end of the run, and again that would be producing temperatures in excess of 30 degrees most likely. And once again, you can see well above average for the foreseeable future, minimal precipitation around as well. And if we do have a look at that 2-meter temperature over the next couple of weeks, you can see in the longer term well above 20 degrees, if not getting up above 25, maybe even towards 30 degrees. So yeah, insanely hot. So yes, there is uncertainty around, but it does look like it's staying it's warming up over the next sort of 5 to 7 days, and beyond that it could turn very warm, if not hot, especially in the south. It looks like the south is going to be very likely to be seeing well above average conditions into those mid-20s. So if you're looking for some hot, dry weather, if you're looking for proper warm summer-like weather, it does look very good. Those chances are very high at the moment. Dry weather is likely as well, but there will be showers and storms around. It's not looking bone dry by any means. Further northwards, there will be precipitation around over the next week. There is going to be some cooler conditions with Atlantic systems mixing in, but that's not too unusual for this time of year. Hopefully, if we do see this southerly plume, it does encapsulate the whole of the UK, and we could see some hot weather even further northwards into Scotland as well. Getting up towards the low 20s is very possible. So anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you're looking for some hot weather, this is a good update. Hopefully we do see something like that. And of course, hopefully we do continue to see some precipitation, as I know a lot of people are looking for some rain for the gardens as well. But as I said, I'll see you again for another video soon.